What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Halo Rant YouTube channel, where today we didn't really expect to make this video, but you're getting it, because 343 have fucked it once again. This is based upon the recent news that, well, much like the last thing that they released, Halo 5, Halo Infinite will not release with all of its features, that being Forge and the co-op campaign. This is going to be a rant. I know all this shit, like, oh, there's too much negativity around Halo and all that. No, it's apt today. This is fucking stupid, to be honest. If you do like the video and agree with us, or if you don't, let us know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff if you want to support us. But yeah, let's get into this.
So, the main thing about this is no fucking co-op. I don't know what to say other than, what the fuck, 343? Like, why did you think this was a good decision? Like, you've learned that not having split screen in Halo was a bad idea with Halo 5, and you made a fucking footnote about this game to be like, oh yeah, split screen's gonna be in this game, day one, it'll be split screen, it'll work on split screen. And then you remove co-op campaign, so what's the point in split screen? Great, I can do co-op multiplayer, but at that point I'm connected to the internet, I'm gonna be connecting with my friends as well. Like, you know, you wanna play co-op campaign on Halo. It's been a staple since Halo fucking Combat Evolved. It's been in every single Halo. Why isn't it in this one?
Well, this is the thing. It's not in it. It's just not in it from launch, which doesn't make sense. Surely that is, as you say, a staple part of the game. Like, that is something that you would expect to find in every single campaign of Halo, and it's something that you do find in them. So I don't really understand how they've thought this was a good idea. I mean, the only silver lining to them is that they've said it, like they've announced it. We haven't got the game in our hands and then we've found out, oh, there's no co-op. Great. And the same goes for Forge. I mean, we might come off a little bit more passionate towards the co-op campaign. Funnily enough, there is two of us that do this, so we kind of want to play it together. But Forge is another thing, man. Literally, Halo 5 got ripped to fucking shreds for not having Forge at launch. So, in their next iteration, which is meant to spark the community and bring everybody back together again, they've thought, well, not only will we not have Forge in it at launch, we'll fucking take out co-op as well. That's gonna go down fucking great, isn't it? I can't understand the thought process behind it. Honestly, like, they've delayed the game once before because you had the 343 launch, and let's be honest now, it all looked like shit. Graphically, it looked a mess, and they even thought that, so they delayed it a year. I think this might be another cause for delay, honestly. I really do.
The fact that they were willing to delay it over, you know, people basically making a meme about the fact it looked a bit shit. Okay, so, yeah, they then turned around and went, okay, yeah, we hear you. This is a problem. We're going to sort it. We're going to fix it. We're going to spend an extra year and improve this. You spent this extra year. Yes, it's been COVID. I understand that that's causing issues. But the game still isn't ready.
No.
Like, they said in the video, because this game is kind of a perpetually evolving game and it's going to constantly receive updates and new content, like, for the next 10 years, that there isn't really a starting point. And I get that. But here's a fucking hint. When something isn't in the game, it's not a starting point.
No.
I'm sorry, I feel like an arsehole. I don't want to rip into them, because I know at the end of the day they're a company. They need to make money. This is probably the most financially viable thing for them. But you have games like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk got delayed. And then they basically got to a point where they were like, we don't want to delay it anymore. We're scared that people are going to be angry that we delay it again. Well, people were fucking livid when you released an unfinished game. Like, I don't want 343 to then do exactly what CD Projekt Red did a year ago. Like, this game needs to launch, and it needs to be complete at launch.
Yeah.
No one's going to care about the 10-year legacy of this game if after the first month they're already bored as shit. They're going to have no reason to come back to it if the first experience they had with it was, oh, it's basically empty.
Well, it's funny you should bring up CD Projekt Red. Fucking said Red. CD Projekt Red, as you said, because they actually were a creditable company, weren't they? Like, before the release of Cyberpunk, they were seen as, like...
They were seen gods as in the industry. They were gods in this industry.
Yeah.
That's all gone.
343 do not have that fucking luxury. They already have a shit fucking rep. This just... It just doesn't help them in any capacity whatsoever.
I get... Okay, Co-op is just straight up, it's not ready for the launch of the game. Whenever the launch is, we still haven't got a release date. Even though they said in this video, oh yeah, it's 100% coming out this year. Well, we've only got 3 and a bit months left of this year, so when this year? Do you mind telling us? You know, there's only so much you can do in these 3 months. So clearly they're trying to cut it close. You know, they're not going to tell you a release date. The release date's going to be like December at this point, like late December.
Yeah, the fact there's no date yet is fucking ludicrous, to put it bluntly. I don't understand how you can have a game set to release yet and not be like, oh, well, it's going to come out at this time. Because surely you have to plan for this type of shit. Because let's be honest, the most recent things they've released in terms of like the beta or the flighting or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they weren't fucking ready for that.
No.
Literally, as soon as that released, it was down for 9 hours or whatever. Because they couldn't handle the amount of people on it. So surely they would use that as maybe we should plan this a little bit better this time. And have the correct dates and have everything put in motion for the actual full release of the game.
Yeah, the thing is as well is that they've already missed the, you know, big launch title name with Halo Infinite. You know, they delayed it a year. They've missed, that boat has sailed. So at this point, whether this game releases next month or, you know, December next year, don't get me wrong, I don't want it to release December next year, but if it needs December next year, then fuck it, give it that time. 343 have clearly had a lot go wrong during the development of this game, and it's understandable. There's a new engine, COVID's happened, all this other stuff. Quite frankly, 343 isn't the most stable of companies as it is anyway. So if this game needs the time, give it the fucking time.
Well, this is the thing. 90% of Halo fans want a complete game at launch. They don't like... I don't want 343 to hide behind this excuse of this like roadmap thing. Because they've gone like, oh, we're going to keep on constantly releasing content and 10-year game and all this shit that they've been throwing out there. If you're going to do that, you can't add Forge and Co-op as part of this map. Like, that's a core part of the game. That's like going, oh yeah, for the first month of this game, you're not going to have an AR, but then we're going to release it in later. It's like, no, that's a fucking part of the game. You can't just not implement these little factors within your game and say, oh, sorry, we'll release it later. Then it's like a quality of life improvement, all this shit. No, it's not.
Well, the thing is that they've had, like, in the past when they've said there's no playable elites, but they might be in future installments in the season updates. It's like, right, well, you've already pre-booked your fucking season updates with the first season update is Co-op campaign, the second, which is 3 months after launch, and the second season is Forge, 6 months after launch. So, you know, you've already got that bottlenecked up, which are both very big things that need to come out. And then, quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if there's other key things that are missing from this game that are going to be, oh yeah, this will be in Season 3, this will be in Season 4. And then by the time they're actually like, oh, do we want to implement the elites? Well, it's 2 years after launch now. There's no point doing anything that big.
Yeah, I think we do need to touch on Forge a bit more itself, because in terms of 343, their Forge has been fucking awesome. Like, this is what's a real point that is really annoying me. Halo 5, don't get me wrong, we both hated it, but the Forge was fucking great. Even though it came out like 3 months late or whatever, it was awesome. It was the best Forge that you've had in a Halo game.
The Forge in that game was the best thing about that game.
Yeah, to be honest, it probably was. But the thing is, that game was so... I don't want to say hated, we'll say divisive, because some people do like it. Half the fans didn't experience that. And you don't want to repeat that again in Infinite, because you've pissed everybody off that they can't play co-op or that there's parts of the game missing at launch.
No, I understand as well with this Forge, like, this Forge is going to be a real pain for them to do, because they've got to basically rebuild all of Halo 5's Forge, which, you know, took them a while, hence they had to delay it, on a new engine. Like, that is going to be difficult for them. That's not something they can just, you know, do in a heartbeat, and hence the delay. But if it needs to be delayed, yeah, you got your outcry from Halo 5. Was that not enough to say maybe we shouldn't delay this core feature? I really think this game should be delayed 6, maybe 12 more months.
Well, don't even put a time. I mean, they clearly don't want to put a fucking time on it anyway because we don't have a release date. So just say, if you look, I think we both agree it needs to be delayed. Some of you watching this might agree. Some of you might go, "Oh no, we want Halo now." Well, fucking no. If you get Halo in this state, you're not getting Halo. You're getting some knockoff bullshit that is going to be broken and as half-assed as some of the other stuff they've released in the past.
Yeah, no, and this entire situation right now, like you said, delay this game, but to be honest, don't give us a release window. Just say, we're delaying the release, we're not going to give you a release date. It's ready when it's ready. More, like, quite frankly, I don't think I've seen a single company in recent times go, it's ready when it's ready.
Yeah.
And that needs to be a philosophy that needs to, quite frankly, be standardized in this industry, because so much stuff is being released lately where it's just broken or unfinished or unready. And every time they're always like, oh, it's a game as a service, we'll add it in post. Well, there's been a lot of games as services that come out and promise all this stuff post-launch, and guess what? It doesn't materialize because no one played the game from the beginning, because the game wasn't good to begin
Exactly.
with. Look at Anthem. Look at all these other games which are just gone, you know what? No. We said we were going to do all this stuff. This game's flopped. We're going to scale down our team now working on this. You're going to get minimal updates, if any updates. And we're just going to make the next game.
Pretty much.
And that can't happen. 343 have had 2 cocked up FPS games. They can't have a third. Two was too many. They can't have 3.
But yeah, just leading on from that a little bit, like, this video has obviously been like us shitting on the decisions that they've made today. I think the main reason behind that is that what we have played in Infinite so far has been amazing. And it's so disappointing seeing something like this that has got so much promise. I can't stress that enough. We fucking loved the beta, and all of the stuff they've done with the cutscenes and improving the quality of the gameplay, it looks amazing. But they're tripping up on simple fucking things. That's honestly the most disheartening part. Like, if this game looked like it was going to be a bag of shit from day one, it's fine. Like, whatever, write it off. Write off 343, like what most people already have done. But they've come in and they've looked really fucking good and really promising. And then they cock it up with something such as simple as this. That's the main issue for me.
Yeah, there is so much promise for this game, and as well, just the fact that this game is kind of make or break for Halo and all that. And you'd have thought that they'd have gone and listened to what happened to Halo 5, and it's just like some bits they're like, yeah, well, split screen, yeah, that's in the game. It's like, yeah, you listen to that in Halo 5, but then what about Forge? You listen to one thing and then you just fucking give us the backhand on the other one.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense. But unless if you've got anything to add, Bailey, I think we're going to call that there.
Yeah, no, I think that's now time to go sob in a corner.
Yeah, we're going to go cry. 343, sort your fucking shit out. There's no other way of putting it. But yeah, as I said at the start, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll catch you in another one where we're a bit happier, probably.
We'll see you guys in the next one.